America continues live from Times Square with Robin, George, Lara, Amy, Ginger, and Michael.
We're back now with a new sunscreen study out of Northwestern University raising big questions. Researchers say 4 out of 10 sunscreens they looked at are not doing the job they're supposed to.
And that's kind of dangerous. So joining us now to break it all down and help us understand this is Dr. Whitney Bowe, a certified dermatologist.
So tell us the significance of these studies, findings.
Robin, you got to take this study with a grain of salt. You know, these researchers only looked at 65 of the most popular sunscreens on Amazon.com. So they included like a hodgepodge of different products. They included sunscreens for the beach, but they also included moisturizers, tinted lotions, you know, products that are marketed as beauty products. So what you'd expect from a beauty product that you're using as part of your makeup routine in the morning is completely different from what you'd expect from a sunscreen you're using on your family for a day at the beach. For example, if you're walking from your car to your office, it's perfectly acceptable to use a moisturizer with sunscreen that may not be water resistant, right? But if you're sweating, you're swimming, then you want to make sure those sunscreens are meeting all of the criteria.
That makes sense.
And if you're sweating and swimming, I talked about my girls a little earlier, you have to reapply.
Yes, you do. So really the take-home message from this study, Michael, is just thinking about how water impacts sunscreen. So the #1 reason why the products in the study failed is because they weren't water resistant. So you got to look for water resistant, but you also have to take necessary precautions. So first, you want to apply the sunscreen 15 minutes before the skin gets wet. So you don't know how many times I see people right by the swimming pool rubbing sunscreen and spraying down their kids, and they jump right in the pool. It's like that sunscreen's just sliding off your skin. You got to wait 15 minutes. Second, you got to reapply once an hour if your skin is wet. So you always hear me talk about reapply the sunscreen every 2 hours. That's dry skin. If you're sweating, if you're getting wet, you got to reapply every single hour. And then last, when you reapply, you really want to reapply ideally to dry skin. Get everybody out of the water, towel dry, then reapply, and then wait those 15 minutes again before you go back in.
This is great information. I have not heard that, especially what you were saying about waiting 15 minutes.
Yeah.
But there's more you can do than just a sunscreen. Sunscreen's great.
You
but
can't
you can
rely just on sunscreen, right? So I always the broad-rimmed hats, sunglasses, sun protective clothing, but you got to be extra careful if you're near a body of water. So if you're near water, you're getting hit from the UV rays from above, and they're also reflecting off of the water below. So it's like a double whammy. Your sunscreen's doing double duty. You got to be so careful near water.
I told you I was at Nevis this weekend in the West Indies, and there was a women's empowerment conference, and one of the discussions was about beauty and fashion, but they talked about sunscreen protection, and this wonderful guy, Harry from Coates, this natural sun...
Coat's supposed to be amazing, and it's good even for skin of color.
Yeah, especially. All right.
Thank you.
I'm glad we're inside having this conversation.
Me
Let's go outside now to Ginger, though.